All right, so that was the Undertale magic set. So, Abby, what did you think of the set?
Honestly, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Really? Why?
Yeah, because like I really enjoyed the set, and I like the fact that even though I don't have a lot of experience with alternate ways of winning, I really like that there was a lot of them here, and I feel like it stayed true to the whole Undertale theme of choosing whether to fight for your life or use pacifism as a means.
Well, that was kind of the goal of making the set. And again, so it might seem kind of weird for Abby and me to be rating our own set, and we're not going to rate it, because usually what we do is we rate a set using the CATS rating system, where C stands for complexity, A stands for awesomeness, T for translation, and S for satisfaction. And we usually give a grade for A to F on each of them, but I don't think we can really do that for our own set. Because,
exactly. It seems like a conflict of interest.
Right. I mean, we'd probably just give ourselves all A's, because if we wouldn't give ourselves an A in a category, then we'd probably just change the set as it was. But I think we will touch on each of the subjects, just so that way we can, give our thoughts on the set and what we can do to change it.
Yeah, because y'all want to know, right?
Sure.
So here we go.
So for complexity, I mean, this is definitely a complex set. Let's not beat around the bush here.
It is a complex set.
You sound like you were going to say but.
It is a complex set, but it is easy. I feel like it's more than a lot of the other sets. I mean, obviously this might be just like creator's bias, but like, I mean, it just seemed like it was a lot easier than the other decks to get a sense of what I wanted to do with the deck.
Okay, so you feel like each deck was kind of like distinct. Like, I want to mill, I want to determination.
Yeah, exactly. I want to do
pacifist.
This. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Even though because again, this set is very complex. One of the main ways of winning involves not attacking, which is just completely strange, and you have to know about end step things and triggers, and you have to keep track of like a couple things in your graveyard for like genocide and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's not like cephalid breakfast or eggs or anything.
Yeah.
So I think we're good there.
So it's not super complex, but it is pretty complicated. I'd probably give it like C- if I had to grade it or something like that.
Well, but we're not rating.
We're not though. But it is complex. But I think the complexity is it's enjoyable still. It's a complex set, but it's doing so many different kind of crazy fun things. It's like a cube draft,
Right. So. It's just crazy fun kitchen table magic.
You say that about
I was just gonna say that. I say that a lot, but it is.
Anyway, all right. Moving on to A for awesomeness. I mean, again, we're not going to grade it, but I think the set is what I look for in a lot of sets, where you're making a custom magic set. Let's do something that we haven't seen in normal magic.
Right.
And I think that this set does that a lot with pacifism and with making milling such a big part of the set that it has its own keyword and all the little like insta-win combos and things like that. I mean, normal magic sets do that a little bit, but they're like with value combos, but rarely do you get insta-win 2-card combos in the set. So.
Right, exactly.
And I think it's kind of fun to do that here. So what do you think about it, Abby?
Well, honestly, I would like the set a whole lot better. I like it a lot, but I would like it even better if we got a chance to use one of those 2-card combos. You know
that's
what I mean?
True, and that's the thing is that you see these 2-card combos in the uncommons, and you're like, oh man, that's so stupid. But you're just gonna insta win if you have them. But as we saw, we didn't. Not only did we not get any of them like in any of our exhibitions or draft or sealed, but
exactly,
it's like first of all you have to build a deck that has them, which we didn't even get to. Then you have to draw them. Then they have to survive.
Right.
It's a lot of work to win with those 2-card combos.
It is a lot of work.
So if you can do it, hats off to you. Congratulations.
I think even in a constructed, it would be hard.
Potentially. We're not testing for constructed, but potentially. So
we're testing for fun.
So next up is T, translation. How well does this set translate Undertale into Magic cards? So Abby, what do you think about
I thought
this?
It translated really well, to be honest. I mean, like again, like with the style of play, you can choose, a pacifist route where you can win through kindness or through friendship, or you can choose the neutral route where you can win, just by good old fashioned, beat 'em up magic.
Or milling.
And then there's, obviously the genocide route where you win by, how many creatures you slaughter, which is very true to the flavor of the original game.
Right, because like the tagline of the game is, a game where, I forget exactly what it is, but it's like a game where no one has to get hurt or something. And that's what this Magic set is, a game where you can win and no one has to get hurt if you want. Or you can hurt lots of people, or you can do something in between, or you can find your own cool thing and you can do that instead. So yeah, I just think there's a kind of bringing that spirit of Undertale to the Magic cards. I don't want to rate us or anything, but I think it does, a fairly good job of keeping that spirit intact. Like if this was just a normal Magic set where things just had power and toughness and like just regular abilities that, like, if a creature attacked this turn, do whatever. It wouldn't feel Undertale. It would just feel like a Magic set that had Undertale pictures on it. Whereas I think having Pacifist, Mill, combos, that really gets the spirit of Undertale there. All right, and lastly, satisfaction. Abby, what do you think? Were you satisfied with this?
I was as satisfied with this set as I feel when after I eat a delicious sandwich.
What kind of sandwich?
Peanut butter and jelly, baby.
Ooh, all right. Going for the good old-fashioned soul food.
Yeah, exactly. Wash your soul food. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Well, why is that?
Well, I mean, it's just, I'll be honest. Like, you know, I eat my sandwich. I love eating my sandwich. And when I'm done eating it, I feel delicious and full.
Mm-hmm. And you get that same feeling here?
Exactly. Like, I love Undertale and I love playing Magic, and you know, playing this set, when I'm done I feel full, I feel good
because you felt like you got two good things at the same time, peanut butter and jelly, Undertale and Magic.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a delicious combo.
Yeah, you know, I'm to be honest, I was pretty satisfied with the set too, you know, just trying to be as unbiased as possible, because when we played all these games, I mean, we did Genocide versus Pacifist, Mill versus Determination, we did Sealed, we did Draft, and I think every one of our matches went to 3 games. So it's not like there was one strategy or whatever that was super dominant, you know?
Right.
Each game basically could have gone either way. So that to me that was very satisfying in that, you know, it's not like some other sets where we've played where it feels like if you're not playing a certain strategy, you're just going to lose. Whereas here, you can go Pacifist if you want, you can go Genocide if you want, and you can go Determination if you want. And yeah, there's going to be decks that are stronger than others, but that's the same in every Magic set, you know?
Right.
I really like that. Although I did feel that the Mill and Determination was a little bit too strong. I think that if we're going to make some changes to the set, I'd like to tone that down just a little bit on a few individual cards. So maybe something like this card in particular, like Everyman, as a 2-drop, where it has Genocide and it mills 2 whenever it becomes tapped. And on second glance, I think that might be too strong, because they can just like win the game. Because remember that one game where you were Genocide and you just like milled me for 6 and you got 6 creatures with Genocide?
Yeah.
And then you killed one of my creatures, it was game over.
Yeah, you were done.
Right. While that was cool to happen, you know, once, I just don't think that's something you want to happen too often.
Oh yeah, that's like eating too much candy, you know?
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, those are our final thoughts on the set. We definitely want to hear from you guys what you thought of the Undertale set, so let us know in the comments.
We want to hear your ratings.
For sure. Please let us know your cat's ratings for the set and give us some detailed descriptions why, and we'll let you know what we think too when we read them. So be sure to let us know, as always, if there's any sets that you want us to play next, and we will see you on the next MTG Meow.
Meow.